Hello, this is Ronnie. I want to mention that in addition to the clip that I'll be sharing with you today, I'm keeping open the offer on my services, and I want to mention that if you are interested in other markets than gold and silver, for example, if you're interested in what's going on in the stock market, currently we have very interesting situation in the stock market, not just in the US, also in Europe and in Asia. We seem to have a wave count that is almost universal for so many indices, therefore it looks likely that it's correct. I would term the situation, the reading that we can have in the stock market as high confidence. Yes, so if you're interested in any of the indices in the US or in Asia or in Europe, I would suggest you take a look at my service, take a trial and see how it goes for you. I'll be providing more details concerning the offer at the end of this clip. Other than that, I wish you have a pleasant break and hope to see you on my website soon. Bye now. Here's silver on the weekly scale, and the question is silver doomed? Is silver doomed to continue down and break the floor and basically dive for months to come? Well, technically speaking, it's not doomed. There is still hope. As long as it doesn't break the floor here, of course, there is hope that silver will recover and it is going to climb and eventually run above 16.2. I would say short term, I would take 15.4 as my critical level for deciding whether the bear is in full control or the bull is coming back to life here. Yes, I think that if it manages to rise above this level, also to rise above the downsloping channel here, I think there is scope for it to continue a lot higher. We do have the 50 moving average sliding, as you can see, and normally this is a very powerful moving average in commodities, in stocks, stock indices. It's pretty powerful, the 50 moving average. So we want to see it climbing above, yes, and turning the 50 moving average, basically looking up. Then there is scope for sustainable move. Right now, as you can see, the pressure is on. We're talking about the potential of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is not high confidence, but the potential is there for a 5-wave run to run all the way back to the bottom here and register first leg of a multi-month decline. Alternatively speaking, if it does manage to recover now, yes, and it gathers strength first line, I would say watch carefully the 15.15. Okay, running above this is already a good sign of strength. Settling above 15.4, we have something to talk about. It is likely coming back. And of course, you want to always keep an eye on the related forex pairs, what they are doing. If we see a substantial decline, continuous decline in the related markets, those that have inverse relationship with the precious metals, then obviously you want to be aware of what's happening there. Could give you quite a good hint. Here's the daily, and the idea that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 is opening the gate for this to be extended, with this being 1, 2, okay, and then 3, 4, 5 hitting the floor. That'll be a negative sign. Yeah, that'll be quite negative for silver if it does break, and especially if it also cracks under this level. That'll be definitely negative. However, if it hit the floor now and it shows a strength, then obviously it can turn the tables upside down and we're going to have to revise the wave count here. We would have to think, we would have to consider labeling it differently, and it is not that difficult because you can take this as an AB. That's going to be your C, that's going to be your X, that's going to be an A, B, C, and you're done with an A, B, C, X, A, B, C. Okay, either of these set of labelings, the bearish or the corrective, is a high confidence reading. Okay, the only thing I would like to draw your attention to is the 200 moving average, how it is coming down here, and you can see that it is it has quite a say in the formation of the price action. It tried for such a long time to hold on to support, and here it was really struggling with the 200 moving average, but didn't make it and crashed. Now if this is a temporary thing, it's going to come back. That's why I said watch 15.10 here. Yes, 15.10 and 15.4 as an important indicators. I'm going to show you the 60 minutes here, and very short term, for those who are focusing, here's the hourly scale. If you follow it very closely, you don't want to see this. Okay, breaking 14.47, that's not good. Even doing something like that, it's not good. That is almost certainly telling you it's going to eventually break 14.35. Doing something like that and going up, that's a great signal that it wants to continue higher. I don't know how far it's going to run higher, but it means that this is going to stay with us for a few days. It's going to keep going up for at least a few days. For at least, if I can put it, let's go back to the daily, for at least the correction that is required to correct all of that. Do you see? And this went down for quite a while. It's almost 3 months. So it's going to rally. It's going to create whatever it wants to create if it's corrective, meaning if the one that I think might end here actually ended here, it's going to go for that second wave, okay? But I do not think that it's going to settle substantially above this zone and build a base here, which in my mind would be a signal, pretty strong signal it wants to do this. So that's my thinking concerning silver at this point. Here's gold. The same question that I raised concerning silver can be raised also concerning gold. Do we have a bearish pattern here that is basically telling us gold is doomed to continue lower, or gold is in fact is hitting support and we'll see brighter days ahead? Well, I can tell you that we are probably sitting on a 5-wave run coming down here. That complicates a bit the life of those who are looking for this pattern to be behind us. Yes, I'll show you exactly what I mean. You see, we have 5 legs in. In my opinion, this is fairly clear. Now, what are we going to do with 5 legs going down if the pattern is supposed to be behind us? How are we going to fit it? It doesn't fit so easily. If we are working with an A, B, C, D, and we're assuming that we are now working on the E leg, in which case this could be bullish, believe it or not. Yes, it could be bullish, and I think it will be bullish if gold is managing to rise above 1,310. But the 5-leg structure that you see here begs for completion, meaning if it is a part of an ABC, obviously that's your A, that's going to be your B, we need the C down. The C down doesn't necessarily need to break substantially 1,265, but we need this comeback to retest the low. Otherwise, frankly, I don't know what I'm going to do with these 5 legs. It's kind of one of these things, you know. Here we go. If it does something like that, what do I do with these 5 legs? Where do they fit? They've got to fit somewhere, yeah. Where do they fit? Well, I'm supposed to end the previous leg here with an A, B, C, D, E right here, and that's going to be 1, that's 2. I'm supposed to take this as a C, with this being an A, B, C. Very complex. Yeah, if you feel that it just doesn't sit right, that's also my feeling. So that's why I am looking forward to a resolution here. Now, of course, the possibility of very negative reading here in gold remains intact, This could be your first leg, yeah, with an A, B, C, D, E. That's your 1. That's an A, B, C. That's your 2. That's your 1. That's your 2. Gold will smash, go down like that. That's going to be no question 1, 2, 1, 2 structure. No question. Gold sliding substantially under this level in a panic move that looks like that. And we've got it all there. There'll be more life on the downside if that happens. Let's have a look at the 60 minutes. Do you see the decline right from the top here? That's a 1, 2, that's a 1, 2, that's a 3, 4, that's a 3 perfect 4 here, and that's the 5. So unless I'm missing something here, this move requires another move on the downside here to complete the structure. Right now, I can work with this being an ABC. If it comes down, it breaks through 1276.6. We are in an ABC structure, and it is likely eventually to go and break the floor at 1268.9. Okay, not coming back to this zone, running in this manner, in this alternative, will create complexity for us, because that will be a 1, 2, that will be a 3, 4, 5. You have 5 legs. You have 5 legs. The indication is probably that gold wants to go higher. Okay, going up here with 5 legs, then going sideways, sitting on top of resistance support lines right here, yeah, which come at 1288, going around sideways, then popping its head again. You go with it because it wants to go higher. No question, it wants to go higher. And then we'll have to settle on what to do with this. You see, there is a possibility, technically speaking, that that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be your A, or 1. That's going to be your A. That's a B, and then a 5-wave C. You see, that's how you accommodate 5 legs down. You take this as wave 1, you take this as wave 2, and gold is going up. Or alternatively, of course, it can be an A, and then an A, B, C, B, and then 5 legs run will be part of the big C that is destined to run above this level. Do you see? That is the way that I would think about it. So it's not something that we're going to have to wait for days on end to find out. This is a 60-minute scale. The distance between where it closed to this zone is almost nothing. You know, what is it? It's $8. $8. You know, and not shying away from this level, running back up, doing something like that. Again, you are within $10 range. This is something that could be resolved in a few hours, or I would say at most one session. One session could do the trick of delivering the solution for us. Yes, give us the hint where gold wants to go. Now here's a chart that could be very helpful. Right now it is quite complex. This is gold versus GDXJ. GDXJ is an ETF that is the Vanek Vectors Junior Gold Miners ETF. Okay, so it is all those very small operations, stocks with fairly low market cap that are populating this ETF, and they are extremely volatile. They can go berserk at the sign of revival in gold, and you can see them absolutely flying like crazy. This ETF, it has a long history. You can see this. It reached 180 on this scale and reached the bottom at so far under 20. So you realize it's more than 90% decline. We haven't seen a 90% decline in the commodity itself, in gold, yeah? But it just gives you a feel for what this thing can do. And right now, right from the bottom, it's following gold, obviously. Yes, there is a fairly good agreement. I wouldn't say tick for tick, but this is quite interesting. Now, naturally, you say to yourself, hey, gold is building a triangle to go there or to go there. Well, if I go by what I see here, by GDXJ, I am afraid that I see here potential for a triangle after a decline, which would, in my opinion, suggest it wants to go down. Yeah, it wants to go down. That's one of the reasons we shouldn't become slack on the potential for a decline in gold, because the pattern here is calling for a retest of the low. Now, I've heard people, and people wrote to me saying to me that the mining stocks are already at a good value. There's absolutely no way that they are going to go lower. First of all, you can never say no way, things can't happen. Things can happen. Something fell 90%, well, it can fall 95%. It can fall 98%. Who said it can't fall 98%? Of course it can happen. And this chart says that we have to be on alert that gold in fact could actually crush. Could actually go and retest the low, the December 2015 low. Okay, because if this one going to test this, then it's very likely that gold will follow through. And I now want to focus on this, and if I can get the focus. Now, do you see the decline right from the top here? That is the daily. That shows a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is a 5-wave run that began from a structure of an ABCDE. You of course can't see it very clearly because of the fact that we have both of them on the screen, but the E leg is supposed to have terminated here. So it's quite possible that if I'm reading it right, that is a 5-wave run that is underway. There is much more decline on the horizon here in this GDXJ. And that tells us that we have to be careful with gold. Here we go. Do you see that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Further lows. Break this level and just continue to slide. Gold is going to obviously be with. Ronnie with some details about my servers. If you're interested, then please get onto my website at www.wavemastery.com. That brings you here to the home page, and there is quite a bit of information here. For example, what this website is about. So you got several articles here that you can read, and you will have, if you like, an idea. I present the way I look at things and how I approach the analysis, etc. Subscribe here. Concerning the offer, you would want to look at this page, daily service special offer or weekend service special offer. This is available only to people who have not tried the service before. Yes, because it is 50% off for the first year. This is for people who have already tested or, if you like, have been with my servers and then took a break, came back, etc. Use subscription here would put you on the direct you to the right service once you log in, whether you subscribe to the daily service or the weekend service. Resources, there are lots and lots of charts here and the galleries. If you're interested to see how I go about, you can really run through. There are lots of charts here. You can see they date from various periods in the past here, and they're all annotated. I've annotated all of them. You can actually access each one of them and have a good look at. You need to get you see the hand right here. You need to get it to show that, and then you click on it, and then it opens the big page. You can analyze that. You can print it if you like. Yeah, you can get the big version as well. In short, that would give you a very good idea how I go about analyzing many different markets. Here you got copper from 1973, platinum, you got gold, heating oil, light crude, really lots of different market, soybeans, the grains here, corn. When you go back, that was just gallery number 1, then you have number 2, number 3. In short, could be quite fun for people who really like working with charts. Useful links, very standard. I've just got a link here to the data feed that I'm using, eSignal. Next, you can check recommended training list. Yes, under this tab, it details here several books that I've come across. I read, I enjoyed reading them, I learned from them quite a bit. I read many more books over the years, but these are some of the books. I don't always have time to put in to update my list, but already here you will find quite interesting things. Next, private policy, very standard stuff. Okay, very standard stuff. You can run through that if that's of interest to you. Terms of use, also very standard stuff. I don't collect your data, I don't mess up with your data, I don't sell your data, I do nothing with your data, quite frankly. And here, contact us if you have any question. Don't hesitate. Make sure you give me the right email address so I know I can get back to you. Don't forget to fill in this, press submit with your question, whatever, and I get back to you, no issue. Login, that's once you're a subscriber, of course you use that. Now I want to go back to the home page, run down a bit. I have written here a few things that you might like to take a look at. Is access to my YouTube channel. There is a few things that I collected, what people said about my service, and I guess over the years I have received many more. It's just a question that I didn't sort of pay attention to collect everything here, and that's where I want to attract your attention to. That is the trial for the daily videos, which is $9.99. After 1 week, you like what you see, you don't do anything, you just continue it. The program will take you on to the daily videos. It's $79 per month, and it gives you a video every day except Sundays, lengthy comprehensive Saturday video like the one I've recorded today, access to archive videos, request specific information regarding a market. Yes, I will relate to your question, no problem. And then you press on subscribe here if that is your choice. Trial for weekend videos. Yes, 2-week trial. That gives you long comprehensive Saturday video, access to archive videos, occasional midweek bonus video. Yes, I do often insert as a bonus a midweek video just to keep you on track. Yes, because sometimes after 2 days the market, especially if you are focused on short-term trading, after 2 days, 2-3 days, the market really can take completely different direction. Lots of options can open up in just 2 days. Okay, so as you can see, it's special promotional offer, 50% off normal price, open only to first-time subscribers. And let's suppose you choose this one. There is no VAT to pay even if you are from Europe. There is now a new regime, so no VAT whether you are from Europe or whether you are from the States, Australia. No matter where you are, that's the price. There is no any addition to that what you see here. Suppose you come here to in daily service subscribe here, special offer. You need to read that, okay, and you like what you see, you click here. It takes you to PayPal. That's where I chose you the you have to fill in this. You go through the process, you pay it, it takes you back. It takes you back to my website. Okay, that's my official name, so don't be surprised. It's not under Wave Mastery, it's just my name. Okay, so it takes you back after you pay. It takes you back to the website to fill in your profile. Yes, select your login, and essentially gives you access. Remember, when you come to the page and if you don't see anything, you have to click on use subscription. You will see, if you subscribe to daily service video, you just click on that, you will see the link to the most recent video. If you subscribe to the weekend service, you do the same, you get the link to the freshest updated video. So that's essentially it. Please don't hesitate. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer your questions, to help you. You can find me through here or through here. Okay. I would love to hear from you. Would love to see you visiting my website. Wish you the best of luck for the coming week. Great trading, and hope to see you soon. Bye now.